George Medicine is a late-stage company founded to commercialize the research of the George Institute for Global Health. And the mission is to bring affordable single-pill combinations and for non-communicable diseases, conditions like high blood pressure, hypertension.
Brandon Capital is an Australian headquartered life science investment fund. We're early stage investors in emerging life science technologies coming out of Australia's universities, medical research institutes and hospitals. We're investing in the next generation of drugs, medical devices and diagnostics. Australia's always had a long reputation for outstanding medical research, and a number of things have come to market as a fruit of that research, but perhaps lacking some of the capital and human expertise to bring that to market. If you look at the impact that the Biomedical Translation Fund has had in the local ecosystem, it injected $500 million of capital, half of that from the government, half of that from private investors, across 3 fund managers. That had a profound effect. It backed a generation of companies that were Australian in clinical stage development. To see the impact of drugs that have come from being ideas in the lab to actually in patients and transforming patients' lives is incredibly powerful.
What we're hoping with the triple pill is it can play a meaningful role in helping improve hypertension care in Australia and globally. As people may know, high blood pressure is a really important public health problem. It's the leading cause of premature death in countries like Australia and globally. The triple pill is a combination of 3 different blood pressure lowering medicines in very low doses and dose options. And it came about from science showing that you get most of the benefits at low doses of separate medicines, and you avoid most of the side effects at those low doses compared to higher doses. But by themselves, they're not enough. You've got to have multiple together. And so it's a way to bring it all together to give high efficacy with acceptable tolerability and something that's easy to take. The Biomedical Translation Fund was pivotal in providing enough support so that the company could go from a proof of principle with an idea basically to a company that had an actually product manufactured and a clinical trial program that was suitable for the FDA. And those are really enormous steps up in what's required and the amount of funding required, and it's only with the Biomedical Translation Fund that was possible. Brandon Capital have got a large number of investee companies in Australia and overseas, and in doing that they've generated a huge amount of practical knowledge about suitable partners, how to run regulatory trial programs, manufacturing, etc. And all of that was hugely helpful for us.
I think it's really important to invest in Australian innovation ideas for the next generation of young Australians coming through universities to have jobs that are going to be equipped and relevant for the future. But to see our investment in George Medicine's fund the pivotal phase 3 global trial, to see that trial be successful, and now to see that product get registered initially in the US and now with other countries coming on board, it's very exciting. And this wouldn't have been possible without the support of the Biomedical Translation Fund.